Hello everyone, welcome to my paper pumpkin unboxing. This is October's paper pumpkin, October 2022. This is the Ho 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 October 22 kit. I'm not going to go over a lot of what's going on. I did a Facebook Live earlier today that I shared this really cute project with. So if you missed this one, you can head to my YouTube channel, or you can head to my business page, or scroll down in my VIP group because it's also shared there. So if you want to know more about what's going on right now, the specials and promotions, check out this video. And if you want to learn how to make this adorable little box, this bag box, you can check out my video on that as well. But we are just going to jump right into Paper Pumpkin because it is the end of the day. It's time to just do some fun crafting. So I'm going to grab my Paper Pumpkin out. Now this is such an adorable box. I love the fun special boxes. So that'll be one that I keep. All right, we'll take a look at the stamp set in a minute. Man, these images are so nice. They're so big. I love them. Let's go in and just look at them. Look at this cute Santa. So there's a Santa, there's snowflake stars. This one says, Holly Jolly, Santa Claus is coming to town. Deliver to Mary, ho ho ho. 'Tis the season to be jolly, Christmas and holiday. And I love these like block font greetings. These are some of my favorite greetings. And then these are really big greetings. This is a really big stamp set. I really like this stamp set a lot. So this is a good one. We have Early Espresso ink spot. I didn't get my ink pad down, so I'm gonna have to grab that one. All right, now next month's kit, there is a special add-on. So you can add on these little craft bags. I think they're like little craft bags. They look really cute, these little bags. They're $4, and I wish I knew where my little paper was. I just had it. Oh, here it is. They are $4. You get 12 bags. The bags are 4x6. So if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can add those on to your orders and you can have those ready for the November kit. And then this is going to be November's kit, this little box right here. So cute. So can't wait for November. Love that one. All right, let me grab my Early Espresso pad. It's right here. Most of my ink pads are within arm's reach without me having to get up. But some of the neutral colors are a little bit further out of reach, so I always have to stand up to get those. So we're going to use this one. I like to save my Stampin' Spots. I either give these to kids, or I like to use them at my Stamparatus. Those are great Stamparatus inks because you don't get it all over the plate. So I have a whole stash of little blocks that I use. Look at these dimensionals, so big. I love these. So this is a normal sheet of dimensionals, so we get just a little bit more dimensionals, which I love. So we're going to be using dimensionals a lot. There are these little tiny accents here, which I love. Let's see if I can get them out. These are so cute. They're just like, they're I wouldn't say that they're quite vanilla, but they're really cute. Let me move that plastic out of the way. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We have some really fun envelopes. I love these envelopes. Look how cute these are. That is super cute. Now remember, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine, I will be making some alternate projects. Look at this liner, so pretty. I'll be making some alternate projects, and then you will get a PDF with some alternate projects in your email. So you will get those. Okay, let's find our directions. Now your directions are always on the other side of your cardboard. So as you start unpacking, that's where your directions are. Look how cute these cards are, you guys. Now this kit is going to create 9 cards. You're going to make 3 each of the 3 designs. This one I think is my favorite. I love that one. All right, so let's go through. So I will be taking out 1 of every design. So this is going to be that joy one. I'm going to actually move my envelopes out of the way. I'm not going to need my envelopes right now, so I'm trying to find room on my desk. I have quite a bit of class planning going on my desk, so there's not a lot of spare room going on. Look at that. That is so pretty. So that's going to go for one of our cards. I'm going to go through these. So these look like a ho 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 outline in vellum, so we're going to pop one of these out. I always love, this one is going to go with this card. I always love the Christmas paper pumpkins because they're just so much fun and they're so unique. All right, so this looks like a shaded spruce strip. That's going to go here, and then Looks like one of these little greetings is going to go on this one, and one of these greetings is going to go for that one. Okay, so I'm just sorting them according to the cards on the directions here. I know the directions are out of your view, but I'm looking at them on my desk, and I am just sorting them. So more card bases. These little die cut pieces are stunning. Isn't that cute? All right. We're going to have to start like a drinking game or something every time I say the word cute. These are beautiful too. Now, these are white on the other side, so if you wanted to use these in a different color, you could spritz these with some color, use your blending brushes with some color. You could even color them with Stampin' blends. So don't be afraid when you're creating your alternate projects. You can use the opposite side and make it any color you want. It's a white base. You can do it whatever you want. So, and if you are a subscriber of mine, you might want to watch your email. We may be alternating this color a little bit. I love that little tip. All right, so there is our card base for that one. I'm gonna go through. There are a lot of pieces in this kit. All right, this one looks like it's gonna go with that card. Then we have the J and the Y for here. The little Santa face will be the O. So we're going to pop one of those out. I'm going to pop one of these out. And, all right. And then this little frame looks like, oh, you know what? Look, there's two different sizes of these. So I think that the longer one is going to go with that card. The shorter one's going to go with this card, if I'm looking at my instructions correctly. And then you have this little frame. And it looks like we're only using the frame piece. So save this piece because you could definitely use this piece for something. All right, let's keep going. And you're going to get multiple sheets of these. So we're going to pull out another one of those Santas because we're going to use one on that card. So you're going to have a lot of extras of these. And I love that they included an O too. So in case you want to use that O instead of the little Santa, you have options. All right, glue dots, which I will put aside, and then some more adhesive, or not adhesive, these are more die cuts. I love these delicate die cuts. So this one will go with this one. And the Mary, be careful with these because sometimes these are a little bit more fragile. So be careful with those. Okay, set those aside. And then these like iridescent snowflakes. Oh my gosh, those are pretty. And okay, let me see if I can figure this out. We are going to use the big one on this one, and then we are going to use, looks like that one there, and then this one has 3 of them, which I think will still leave enough for all of my cards. Let's see, that's one. Yep, I think that's good. These are so pretty. These are just like the ones that we have. I actually have these out because I was working on them. We're going to be using these on Sunday for my 12 weeks of Christmas. These are the wonderful snowflakes. These are actually in the mini catalog. So they're a little bit of a different shape, but they are still that same like iridescent kind of shine to them. So if you want more of these, you can always purchase these in the mini catalog. So just a little heads up, just a little tip there. All right, so I think that's all of our supplies. I'm going to move my cardboard off to the side so we don't lose anything. And I think we're ready to get started. Okay, so I'm going to put my card bases away. Let's start with our middle one. So I'm going to put these aside. Now that everything is nice and sorted, we're going to pull this out and grab a bone folder. And we're going to burnish that. All right, let's take a little closer look at our directions. This is the one we're making to begin with. We're going to start with that Ho-Ho-Ho one. And this one actually, I mean, the directions are really good. They lay out all the pieces that you need. And I think we got everything. But we'll see. All right. So we're going to stamp the little sleigh, which I love. I think we can figure this out. Okay. I don't typically follow the directions. I keep them off to the side so I can look at what it's supposed to look like. But typically I kind of do my own thing. So we're going to do a little bit of stamping. Let me grab my pieces here. We're going to stamp on this piece and we're going to stamp our greeting on this little piece. So let's pull out our early espresso and we're going to put the sleigh this one, and Santa Claus is coming to town. So let me grab some blocks. Always have blocks handy. And this one's a little big, but I think that'll be okay. All right, Santa Claus is coming to town. Here's a little greeting on that one. Oh, I stamped it a little crooked, but that's okay. That proves that it is homemade, not Hallmark. All right, now this one, this is a more solid stamp. So if you are worried that you're not going to get a good impression with this, you can test it a couple times on scratch paper, and you can also use your Stampin' Pierce mats. I think I'm okay with mine. I have my mat under here, which usually gives enough give, but if you're worried about that, use your Stampin' Pierce mats. You can also, if you don't have a Stampin' Pierce mat, just something that's soft and gives some give under your stamps is good, like a piece of fun foam, a catalog, something like that. But look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. All right, now I'm gonna let the stamping dry because Early Espresso and Cherry Cobbler, those are my like two nemesis colors, and they always smear when I use them. So I'm gonna leave them aside to dry a little bit while we work on putting our card together. But I think we actually have to glue this down before we can put our whole card together. So this is gonna go down. Our little frame is gonna go right around it. This is gonna go down here. I love this. It looks like a little Polaroid. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll stick this down carefully. Hopefully we won't smear. I'm gonna use my Stampin' Seal for this. You can use the glue dots that come in the kit. You can pop them up with dimensionals. You can do it however you want. Make sure your card is opening on the proper side. I have put together entire paper pumpkin kits with the card opening on the wrong side, so I always like to check those. That actually happened not that long ago. This is going to go on, but I think, do I want to pop this up? No, I think I'm going to pop up that. So we're just going to adhere this down. So I'm going to grab my liquid glue. You can use the glue dots that come in your kit. Paper Pumpkin is an all-inclusive kit. It comes with everything you need. Your first Paper Pumpkin kit also comes with a block, so you are set up for success every single time. All right, so let's put this on. This would be a great set of cards to give away as a gift too. I think that would be really cute. Did I get that straight? Mostly straight. Straight enough, right? It'll go with our greeting. This is a great thing to give away as gifts. I love completing my paper pumpkins, and then I usually sometimes send them off to the school. I'll have my daughter give them to teachers. They love that. So a few dimensionals on the back of this piece, and this is going to go right kind of below that. Just like that. That is so cute. All right, our snowflake is going to go on. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue behind the center of the snowflake and just stick that on. Make sure it doesn't hang past the edge because it won't go into the card if it's hanging past the edge. All right, this piece goes onto our vellum. So a little bit of glue. I'm just doing some little dots, some little lines, dots, whatever you want to do. Our Tombow liquid glue it's small and mighty, so a little bit goes a very long way. You don't need to get too heavy-handed with it because a little bit is very strong. All right, so stick that on your vellum, and then we're going to do the exact same thing on the back of the vellum to stick it down. So wherever that die cut is, we're going to add more glue because it will be hidden on the vellum, so we won't ever see that adhesive. All right, such a cute kit. You guys will have to let me know. Did you guys get this kit? Do you guys love it? Have you already put your cards together? My kit was late arriving this month. I know other people have had them a little bit longer than I just got mine today, and I know some people got them earlier this week, so mine took a little bit of a scenic route, but that's okay. That seems to be happening to me a lot lately. I ordered something on Etsy, and it's taken the scenic route too. Okay, that just goes on just like that. And our little white gems, where did those go? It looks like those go in the center of all the snowflakes. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to put, I'm going to use my little pokey edge for this one. And that goes right in the center of the snowflake. So a simple little embellishment, but that also makes this super post office friendly. Isn't that cute? Isn't that such a cute card? Love it. Okay, let's move on to card number 2. Where am I going to put these? Oh my gosh. I have, I said in the beginning of the Facebook Live, I have my desk is covered with my class prep for my November class. It takes a couple of weeks to prep it. It's my big Christmas card Stampin' stack, so I have so much stuff all over my desk and in boxes on the floor next to me, so it's pretty chaotic. So this is going to go here. We're going to do our stamping first, so because I want to give that time to dry. So let's see, what are we stamping? We are not stamping on that. We are stamping on this, and we are stamping our little Santa face. So we're going to stamp Christmas and our little Santa face. So where did my stamp set go? Okay, hold on. There it is. I covered it up with dimensionals. All right. I'm working in like a little 6-foot area or 6-inch area. Well, maybe like a 2-foot area. I'm working in a much smaller space than I'm used to, so it's a little bit confusing how things can go missing so quickly on my desk. All right, more blocks. Actually, I'm just gonna take this one off this, and we'll line this up as best we can. Okay, now when you are stamping onto a smaller piece of paper, I like to use a block that's a lot bigger. If you use a block that is really close to the same size as your stamp, it's going to be hard to tell where the edge of that stamp is because of the edges of the block. So I always put it on a much bigger block because then you can see exactly, that stamp's not inking up very well. There we go. Then you can see exactly where the edges of the paper are. All right, I'm just going to give that a second to transfer, and let's see. So pretty. All right, let's see how we can do lining up our Santa. I hope I can do this on video. Hang on, I might have to bring it down just a little bit more. I'm trying to line up his, okay, hold your breath. Let's see. How did I do? Oh, pretty good. He's a little off, but that's okay. If you are worried about getting it exactly centered, make sure you use your Stamparatus. That is what that's for. You can make sure it's perfect every time. But I bet you once the card is put together, if it's a little off, nobody is ever going to notice. Okay, let's put this down. I'm going to use my liquid glue again. I'm just going to do the tops and the bottoms, a little bit in these little squares. This is a really pretty die cut. I wish we had a die like that. That's really pretty. I would buy it. Very like, I don't know what it is, but it's very, very cute. I love that tone on tone too. You see how pretty that is? Okay, our larger snowflake, let's put that on next. This is the biggest one in that die cut set. This is gonna go just off to the side there. I'm gonna put my Santa on. I'm gonna pop him up with dimensionals. Hopefully that ink is mostly dry. A couple dimensionals here. I am using up a sheet that I already had started, so my paper pumpkin dimensionals, which I don't even know where those went. They're somewhere on my desk. I will save those for when I need more dimensionals. All right, let's do our Mary. This goes on our die cut here. So just like with that ho ho ho, and I'm just doing it in the center because on the directions, it looks like it hangs off the top and the bottom a little bit. So I am just doing it in the center. That way I know that it is all lined up. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Such a pretty font. All right, and this I'm also popping up on dimensionals. Now I don't know if they're popping up the things that I am popping up on dimensionals, but that's what I do. That's how I roll. I like the dimension. All right, let's pull this back so we can see what we're doing. This goes just in front of our Santa. Let's center that a little bit better. And make sure that's mostly straight. And then this, more dimensionals. Why not? Are the dimensionals going to fit on this piece? I think just barely. You line them up just perfectly. All right. Merry Christmas. Let's see. How do I want to do this? There we go. Just overlapping just slightly. I don't want to touch that too much because I'm afraid that ink is not quite dry. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Gotta add our little, I don't know what you call these. I want to call them rhinestones, but they're not rhinestones. They're just like little dots. Little dots right in the center. And that is card number 2. I love that. That shine from the snowflake really adds a lot, I think. Okay. Our final card. Let's do this one. This one also has a fun little die cut like this. And this one again is white in the back. So if you wanted to make some alternates, you can always modify the colors of these die cuts because they are white in the back. This is going to get glued down just like that. We have our little striped piece, our little shaded spruce piece, and we need to stamp our Santa one more time. And then we have all of our snowflakes and our J and Y. Okay, where'd my stamp go? I know you guys must be thinking like, man, she's a hot mess. But if you could see what my craft room actually looks like right now, I think you might understand. You might have a little bit of sympathy. Okay, here we go. I think this one's going to be lined up better. I can already tell, hopefully. Let's see. Oh, he's perfect. So cute. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. All right, let's put this away before I stick my hand in that, and let's start gluing things down. So we'll set him off to the side, set our letters off to the side, and we're going to start with our background piece. A little bit of glue. Again, you can always use the adhesive that comes in the kit. Use those glue dots. Use whatever adhesive you are most comfortable with. And this just spans the entire length of the card. Just like that. So pretty. Again, it's that tone-on-tone crumb cake. Okay, we're going to adhere. Let's see. Nope, I want to do my snowflakes next. Because the snowflakes are going to go under those little striped pieces. So let's do our snowflakes next. Just a little dot of glue in the middle. One here. And a couple, I'm gonna put one up here and then one off to the right. All right, there we go. All right, now we can adhere these down. This one goes, looks like we're just gonna go like center-ish. Let's see, close enough, right? Again, it is homemade, not Hallmark. And I always tell my customers too, they always say, mine doesn't look like yours. And I say, you know what? Nobody is going to know what mine looks like because you're going to mail it to somebody, to a family member or a friend, and they're not going to know what the sample looks like. So they're just going to love that you thought of them. And that's the important part. Okay, now for our little Santa, for our letters, I'm actually going to put my Santa on first. And I'm going to pop him up on dimensionals. That way we make sure our word is centered. If you start with the center letter in that word, then you can just add the letters around it and you make sure that everything is nice and centered. All right, and then the J and the Y, I'm just going to adhere these flat so that the Santa pops up. Okay, perfect. A little bit of glue, and that Y just gets tucked under. Perfect. Isn't that cute? Joy. Perfect. All right, let's finish these with our little dots here. Let me see. Let's see if I can get these off with my little putty tool here. There we go. Put one there. And I'm going to use these little ones for the smaller snowflakes. All right, and one there. Okay, that is card number 3 from this month's Paper Pumpkin. So let's pull them all back out. I haven't lost them yet. This is such a cute paper pumpkin. Now remember, if you are a subscriber of mine, you will be getting a PDF with 3 exclusive projects or more. Sometimes I do 4 if I get excited with the kit. Sometimes I do more, but a minimum of 3 projects. And hopefully I will have that out to you early next week. We have a big weekend coming up. My daughter's birthday party is Saturday, so it's going to be a big family weekend, but I will have time to work tomorrow. So hopefully I can get these all done and get these out to you quickly next week so that you can start on your Christmas alternate projects. But these cards are super cute just the way they are. So if you have questions, please let me know. If you want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, there is a link in the video description. If you're watching this on Facebook, I'd love it if you shared it with your crafty friends. If you're new too, please like and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out. And again, if you guys have questions, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great day. I will see you guys right here on Sunday for week 4 of my 12 weeks of Christmas countdown. Or guys, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye.